Well, we were ready. We were all up. We were all ready. You know what I should have done? I should have believed the forecast, right? I came over here thinking if the weather was right, we probably couldn't train. But if the weather would just hold for a couple of hours, we'd be okay. Well, it did not hold. That's not holding. It is coming down right now pretty good. The worst of it is also, this is the front of the storm, so to speak. There's going to be a lot of snowfall. It's going to switch to rain in the afternoon, which is going to make for a incredibly difficult race card tonight. I think they may even cancel tonight, and if there's any chatter of canceling, I'll be heading back to Ontario. It's just winter. What are you going to do? It's crappy weather. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world, but we're not going to go and train our colts in this. Now, some of the horses will have to go today. We'll call this a catch-up day for some of them. 3rd and 6 needs to get going today. You'll notice that he was scratched from today's training schedule, but that doesn't mean he can't catch up. Born to Dance, a couple of those horses that I want to get them on their toes. Born to Dance been a little cranky lately, but we did just castrate him 3 weeks ago, so we'll see today how he is. We're going to go with him. Maybe 3, 2, 3, 4, something like that. We'll probably go out and go the right way of the track. I don't know what kind of mile you'll be able to go in this, but this is tough, right? And the reason this is so tough is this kind of snow is, as the kids call it, snowman snow. It is damp, wet, heavy, packing snow, and it's difficult to get off the track. It's it's not like that, -5, 6, 7 light fluffy snow. You can just kind of condition it into the track. Can't do that with this stuff, so it's just left sitting there until you have to do something with it. Now, I don't know what this track plans on doing with it. The worst is about to happen because it's going to switch to rain in the afternoon, and that just makes for the most disgusting mess on planet Earth. I don't know what they're going to do. So for me, yes, I could have listened to the forecast and not come over here today, but I thought I'd roll the dice and hope that we could get some work in before this happened. I was wrong. So we'll see what happens. I think there's a decent chance that they are going to cancel the races, that I am going to get on the road and head back to Ontario tonight. That will be, and it's so weird because most of the time the weather here in Ontario is similar, but it's going to deviate on the weekend. It's going to stay around 0, I think, here, where it's going to get really nasty cold in Ontario. So I think the kids are off school Friday. The plan is for Amy and I to get underway, come over here. Now, I may go to the Meadows on Friday and drive Patrick to Piranha. I see a text just come in from Tim asking if I was going to be there. So there must be other horses he has in, maybe. So we'll go to the Meadows on Friday, hang out, race Patrick, and then head over to Ohio. Now, the weather doesn't look perfect for Northfield on Saturday either. Around 0, a little bit of snow. Not my favorite weather, but it's better than rain. So there's a chance we'll get them trained for you on Saturday. The good news is the video department is Steve, who works with us, and the video department is very close. And messaged him at 7 o'clock, just said it's not looking good. We're probably not going to be able to go. Are you free Saturday? He said no problem. So hopefully that we can deviate our schedule a little bit and move this to Saturday morning. And get the horses videoed for you. So, in other news, what else do we have going on? Yes, raced yesterday, finished 3rd. I thought he's racing okay. All those horses, including Yes. We've had a horse like Yes a long time. And we remember the best days and forget about the bad days because there's no point in focusing on those. But what is he realistically? He's probably a 30 claimer, something like that, maybe a little more. And you get horses like Macho Martini. And, I had a great conversation with Marco, one of our clients this morning, about Macho Martini. And the fact that Stay Close being down for a few weeks, does this open the door for Macho Martini to come to Ontario? It might. But I think everybody has to realize what the horses are. Sailor, we bought him back the other day. I believe he's a 20 claimer. I have no interest in selling him for 17 if he's a 20 claimer. And when it comes to Macho Martini, same thing. I believe he's a 20, 25 claimer. He might be a little bit better than Sailor right now. Similar in different ways. Similar in some ways, different in other ways. And I think Yes is maybe a little bit better than them also. So you can see what they're worth and where we have to race them. The problem is, again, classification. That's been the entire storyline of the winter of 2023 so far. And quite frankly, the fall heading into the winter has been the lack of consistency in filling classes in Ontario. Now, as February starts coming and people start qualifying their 3-year-olds that were down for a little bit, you'll see those classes fill up a little bit more, but we're left, I thought I had a great plan, but they changed the board. They changed the game. So, not only that, you couple that with the fact that it's very, very hard to find quality horses. It makes it for a difficult path to follow throughout the winter and to pave, quite frankly. Only makes me more happy with the purchase of Hunted House. I think there's a horse that we got that has a lot of upside. I didn't want to do a hard sell on him. I just wanted to give you guys the information and do what you wanted. It looks like he's pretty well sold out. Well, he is sold out on the board right now. But I wanted everybody to make their own decision on the horse, because there's upside and there's downside to him. If things don't go the way we want with Hunted House, then yeah, it's like every other horse, right? Here's the plan. Here's best case scenario, and here's worst case scenario. And actually, worst case scenario is the horse could get injured or something. So I like what I see with Hunted House, and it's tough to find those horses. They're just not around right now. And I continue to look, but it's not an easy thing, right? It's like trying to find something in this massive convenience store full of stuff that you don't want. So it's not easy. So in regards to today, the drone is canceled. We're not going to go with the drone today. In regards to racing, it may be canceled tonight also, but a little bit of a slow week as we gave some horses some time off. We're getting some horses back going now, but a bit of a transitional period. This period was supposed to be filled with the horses we bought at the Meadowland sale and this time frame. So obviously that didn't happen. We're left with that gap. We're feeling it now, and we're trying to do our best to fill it up. So as we continue throughout the month of the end of January, we're going to continue to look for horses. We're going to continue to race horses. We'll get some horses getting ready both here in Ohio and Ontario also. So that can't be rushed. That process can't be rushed. I know I get messages every day from people saying, when's this one ready? When's that one ready? That can't be rushed. We're doing our best to get them ready in the proper time, and hopefully they all will be ready very soon. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. Not a lot going on today, as you can hear. There's my view out the front window of the car. I'm going to go in now and go with a couple of horses and probably call it a day myself. Figure out if I'm heading back to Ontario or if I am waiting until the 13th race tonight. So I'll know that later in the morning. Anyway, take care, everybody. If you are in this weather, bundle up, stay out of the elements, because it is a kind of a crappy day. Take care.